to the live stream. It's been a while. I think it's been since like 2 Thursdays ago. I don't even remember how many days. But we're back from a big West Coast trip, or a trip out west to see Yellowstone National Park. And we've got today our breaks. We've got the Chrome Monster boxes. We also have the brand new Finest in. We also have Chrome Blasters that we're breaking today. And first, I gotta grab my box cutter right off the bat. All right, so here's what we've got. We'll start off with the monster boxes because I'm very curious to see how good those are. Break C7. It is 10 monster boxes. It is sold out, so we'll start there. It also went into an overflow round. We had some other folks grabbing spots, and I started a whole other round for the monster box. I've got like 40 of these boxes. So in the overflow round, we still have 22 spots left available. These are 10 monster boxes. Brand new. The preview video will be out tomorrow for this. So Harry says, hey dude, hope you get some good pulls tonight. I hope so. We'll see what happens. So those are the monster boxes. We also have round C10, which is 20 blaster boxes. That's sold out. That was a pick your team. So that's going tonight. Another Chrome round is getting pretty close. It is 6, is it 5 or 6 hobby boxes? It's the hobby boxes round C-2, and that one is 6 hobby boxes of Chrome, and there's only 9 spots left there. So that's 6 hobby boxes of Chrome. So that one may go tonight. Brett says, can you move me from PA5 to C2? I can do that for you real quick. It's just a little copy and paste job. It's done. Now there's 8 spots left there. All right, Brett. So I think that one's going to go tonight. That one's pretty darn close. All right, so that's taken care of. I also had to switch computers. My other computer that I have all my files on for Patreon and everything isn't working properly. Something with the keyboard. The keyboard wasn't even working. And I had to do all these like shortcuts, reboots and everything. And I got into my laptop, and now none of the buttons work right. The spacebar doesn't work at all. It's awful. But anyway, I was out at Yellowstone. We went to Yellowstone National Park in the Grand Tetons as well. So the Finest preview video that you saw, my Finest came in on Tuesday, but I wasn't here. It came in last Tuesday. I could have done it a day early, but I was not around. I was out in Idaho. So I had my mom pick up those cases, and we're finally breaking the Finest today. So the preview video you saw, I actually picked up those boxes at a hobby shop out in Idaho and filmed the video from the cabin. There's 16 spots in that round. Topps Finest. So that one could potentially go tonight. I really liked Finest. That's for 4 Finest hobby boxes. Sophia's stopping by.
Hi, guys.
So that's what we've got tonight. Those are the ones that are closest to going. There's some other rounds that are still a little bit farther away, like PA5, Platinum Anniversary 5. Mick says, hello, Sophia. That has 18 spots left. Mix 1 has 21 spots left. So those, we'll probably give those a little more time to go. We also have the 1978, 79, 1980 boxes that are currently filling. Once those fill, we'll do those live as well. Those are for sale on Patreon. So we will go ahead and get started. Let's start off, like I said, with the Chrome Monster boxes. I know a little bit about the monster boxes. This isn't my first time opening one. I shot a card show video up in Idaho, and I picked up a monster box from the local card store up there in Idaho Falls. Really cool store. There was one of the days we were at Yellowstone, and there was some bad weather that was in the forecast. It was going to be rainy, so I called an audible, and I was like, you know what? The weather down the Grand Tetons looks pretty good. Let's go down there. And on the way down, we stopped off at a card store in Idaho Falls called Silver Slugger Cards and Coins. And believe it or not, the the owner there knew me. It was really cool. He like took a picture with me and said he watches the channel, so that was really cool. And ended up getting the finest box from for the preview video. And then I also picked up like $250 worth of boxes to rip open as well to support the shop. And picked up one of their chrome monster boxes. Their monster boxes were $64. I believe these in stores are $69.99, $70 at Target and Barnes & Noble. At least that's what I heard. Dennis says, can you move me over to C2 so mine can go tonight? You got it. It's done. Dennis O, you are now in C2. All right, so C2 now only has 6 spots left. So we'll start with the monsters. Chris says the monster boxes are so hot, it should be a 21. I bought another. There's 2 in there. Okay. I did not see that. Let me double check. Yep, you just sent it over now. Thank you very much, Chris. So Chris is in for 2. The monster boxes have a ton of ray waves in here. So there's 10 ray wave, or check that, X-Fractors per box. So if you love the X-Fractors, there's 10 of them. There's only 42 cards per box, and a quarter of the cards are X-Fractor parallels. So you got a good shot of finding a Judge or an Otani, which I believe are going to be worth $40 for the buyback. So looking for those. Also looking for numbered cards. In my one box that I opened, I hit a big top 5 rookie in this. And it was numbered as well. So we'll see if we can hit something like that. Let's go ahead and randomize the spots and let's just get into it. Random.org, here it comes on the old 2018 laptop, since it's the only one that actually works. My other one is actually literally a piece of garbage and doesn't do really anything at all. Very, very frustrating. Extremely frustrating, actually. So here's the list randomizer. And we're going to use this. Take this list of names right here. We're going to copy this and paste it over here. There we go. So you see some of these names don't have spaces in them because my spacebar doesn't work on the other laptop, and I was trying to update it from the airport. All right, let's go ahead and see who gets what. Randomize button going on. Right now, 30 teams. Here we go. Austin, definitely, you had a very nice, very, very nice mystery pack the first time. People said that it was Stay Classy-esque. So since you have a good track record already, I have no doubt that people would be interested in a second round. So definitely, man. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and paste this over here and see who's got what. All right, so Brian, we start with you. White Sox says, can you use sticky keys? It's on a on-screen keyboard. I did the accessibility thing to log in to my laptop. Yeah, I did, like, I hit the power button 3 times and used the accessibility keyboard. That's the only way I could get in. And then once I get in, like the space bar, I'll click the space bar to click a space and it'll like shift over here, or even like now it's even doing it in the Safari and Chrome. I hit space bar and it like brings up a bookmarks tab. It's all screwed up. So I don't know, I just might not even use it anymore. It's my work computer anyway. It's just faster and better. But I just bought Sophia a Chrome laptop for college, and I might just steal that one and be using that one from now on. But anyway, here we go. We have Brian has the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jason. Oh, Ross, I turned it off and on about 20 times. Cecil Russ, you've got the Braves. Brendan Chapman has the Orioles. Michael F. has the Red Sox. Taylor has the Cubbies. Jan Christie with the Reds. Cleveland to Justin Tucker. Jason B. has the Rockies and also the White Sox. Chris Andrade has the Detroit Tigers. Timothy L. has Houston. Austin Gilbert has Kansas City. Taylor Pregman has the Angels. Jan Christie with the Dodgers. Paul Wilson with the Miami Marlins. Brendan Chapman has the Milwaukee Brewers. Benjamin Mallory has the Minnesota Twins. Michael Merriman has the Mets. Jared Harris with the Yankees. Craig Boomer with the Oakland A's. Lee Andrassy has the Philadelphia Phillies. Alexis Kerr with the Pirates. Jason has the Padres. Clinton Bost is the Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants holder. And then Jason has the St. Louis Cardinals. Ryan has the Tampa Bay Rays. Jason has the Texas Rangers. Greg has Toronto. And Brendan has the Washington Nationals. So there's your list for the very first round of probably at least 3, maybe 4 rounds tonight. It's Monster Box. I'll put this on the screen. Here we go. Case says, welcome back. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Let's see what we got. Chris says, I miss getting into the breaks. We miss having you, man, but glad to have you still watching. Jared says, back to randoms. I've gotten the Yankees, and I pulled a, you pulled a light board chrome of Garrett Cole last time. I made a short out of that, actually. Here we go. There's only, like I said, 42 cards per box. Not a lot of cards, but a ton of X-Fractor parallels. And from my one box that I opened previously up at the cabin in Yellowstone National Park, there was one numbered card in it. So we'll see if we get more numbered cards than that. Mick says, did you pet the buffalo? No. the very first buffalo we saw, we got out of the car, and I was probably like 50 feet away from it, but I did not pet it. And then we came across a stampede of buffalo, and I actually thought they were going to ram into the car. And the one buffalo ran right next to Sophia's window and then swang its head like right into her face almost, and she freaked out. She told me to get the heck out of there, not wait around for the other one. So there's an X-Fractor of Anthony Rendon. Living Bass says, I bought for C7. C7 sold out. I put you in C8 though, Living Bass. You're at spot number 8 there. Jared Jones X-Fractor. Oh man, Jared Jones X-Fractor. Let me see if I have this one yet. In my Jared Jones collection, I need it. So I've been building a Jared Jones Chrome parallel PC. If you would like to work out a deal for this, Jared Jones, I would be happy to overpay for it, Alexis. It's up to you. I would guess that it would be about a $5 card or so, but we'll see. If you want to make a trade, I would gladly pay like $15 or so for it. We got Jonathan Bolin. It's an auto. Nice. Very nice. Tim says, what happens if I paid but I missed a spot in C7? There's a lot of people that paid late, and I actually opened up a spot in C8. So if you look at the updated list, we're filling another spot of these monster boxes. You have spot number 1 right there, and we might be able to run another round of these monster boxes, and you'd be the first one up on that list when it goes. So that's pretty good. We got an autograph right there in Casey Schmidt, number to 199. The monster boxes so far coming through. All these X-Fractors. We got an auto already. We got a numbered Ray Wave. We got a Prism Refractor. There's so many parallels going on here in box number 1. There's Jazz Chisholm. I just read that he's hurt, UCL injury. There's Clayton Kershaw X-Fractor. We've got another Ray Wave coming up. It's Cole Reagan's. And we've got Jack Flaherty. The mix says, is that an autograph? You can see the first and last name. That's true. A very rare full name auto right there. Tim Woods is a first timer. Glad to have you, man. Thanks for joining us. Man, did it rain on the East Coast or something? We got back from Yellowstone, and I swear to you, I did not cut my grass for an entire month. From like July 3rd to August 3rd, I didn't cut my grass. It just didn't grow. There was no rain. It was almost like drought-like here. I come back from Yellowstone after 8 days. My grass is like almost a foot high. So I'm guessing that we got a bunch of rain here. I'm going to have to bring out the tractor tomorrow. Chris says, I love Whatnot. I'll try to tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do a long one tomorrow. It's the 10,000 subscribers special. Steve says it rained every single day while you were gone. Looks like we picked the right time to go out there then. Yeah, I almost, that makes me want to go look at my pool right now. I actually filled up my pool before I left because I was going to leave it running. Just so I didn't want to come back and have to battle a bunch of algae and everything. So I loaded it up with chlorine and I let the pump run the whole 8 days. I actually filled it up with water because I was afraid that evaporation and stuff, I didn't want it to get too low and strain the pump. So it might be like overflowing out there. It might be up to the brim. Let's see. The mix says, make sure you drink your Prime tomorrow if you're a 10-hour live stream. It's going to be a long one tomorrow. I know, I'll have to. There's Aaron Judge, $20 card right there. Here we've got another numbered card. So it seems like every monster box is going to give you at least a numbered card. It's the 350. That's a good deal if you're getting a numbered card per box, because if you think about it, there's an X-Fractor Henry Davis. The hobby boxes are roughly 3 to 4 times the price of a monster box here. And they'll give you maybe 2 or 3 numbered cards at best. There's an Evan Carter X-Fractor. Jared pulled a Jared Jones Ray Wave. Very nice. To 150. I would love that card. There's Shohei. So a couple of the good MVP buybacks in box number 2. We got an X-Fractor there. Cal says, how was Yellowstone? It was great. I'd always wanted to go there because I remember learning about it in elementary school with the geysers and everything. And I wanted to see it all. And it was pretty awesome. It's literally like you're on a volcano because there's certain parts of the park. There's geysers and steam vents and hot springs everywhere, and it's pretty awesome. I probably took like 2 hours of footage there to kind of immortalize the trip for the kiddos, and maybe I'll stitch it all together and put it up for the channel members to make it up to you, since I was gone for like 10 days, basically. Missed a few auctions. The Yellowstone movie. You'll get to see all those geysers and wildlife and all that stuff. Hey, Paul, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, man. That was fun. I figured it would be a fun thing to do, to share a little bit of that with you guys. Open some packs and show what we're doing. We got a case hit coming up. Ultraviolet All-Star. Ronald Acuna Jr. right there. Aaron Judge X-Factor. There's a $40 card for the Yanks. The New York Yankees, owned by Jared Harris. The Pirates, by the way, owned by Alexis. I don't know if Alexis is in here right now, so that I can try to procure the Jared Jones X-Factor. We'll see. Could probably also, if you don't want it, I might just hop on eBay and grab one. We've got the Yamamoto base in there. Taj Bradley, and we've got Owen White with Jordan Walker, who just, I think, got called back up recently to the Cardinals. How about this? Hey, Logan, what's up, man? I go out to Yellowstone. The Pirates, I don't think, have won a game since I left. Ryan, you've got one? That's awesome, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Just remind me next time that I owe you something, like a box, a Patreon box, or a break or something. I'll throw an extra pack or two in there for you. Thanks for the kindness. But yeah, Pirates haven't won since we've been gone. I think they're on like an 8-game losing streak or something like that. When I left, I think they were like 4 games above 500, fighting for a wild card spot. Now they're in last place. So that stinks. Brian says, did you get my PC package? I got the one for Sophia that you sent maybe like a month or two ago. And she was actually thinking about starting a YouTube channel. She was going to make a video about it. But she's been kind of dragging her feet. And she has not gotten around to doing that yet. We've got Ellie De La Cruz right there. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, we got the one sitting on the dining room table that you sent previously. There's Colt Keith refractor. We'll get that sleeved up. Cabert Ruiz to $199. That's awesome, man. The Skeens cards, my daughters are all into Paul Skeens now. Like, I don't know if you saw that in the video, but Olivia and Elsa both looking for Paul Skeens cards. Jackson Chorio, rookie refractor, is a good card. Brian Reynolds X-Fractor. And we've got the Ray Wave, Cody Funderburk, and Kutch right there. The mix is Tell Sophia I'll sub to her Collecting Conseco YouTube channel. If she ever gets around to it, we'll see. It's like you got this new laptop now. You can start making your videos. She does have a YouTube channel. She made like beauty videos or something like that. Like fashion/beauty was her genre. She didn't get very many views, so I think it kind of maybe disencouraged her from trying anymore. Ross says, you should check your pool. We had over 6 inches of rain in the last week. I've really, honestly, just walked in the door about 45 minutes before going live with you guys. So it was all dark outside pretty much. But yeah, it's probably overflowing. I'll have to drain the pool down a bit. Turn on the fountains and take the nozzles off so that it just all flows out the side. There's Jordan Walker right there, X-Fractor again. Steve says, Canseco's barking he can hit a softball farther than Judge can hit a baseball. I doubt that. There's Greg Kessinger, 70 of 350, it's numbered. Those softball power hitters, though, they can definitely hit the ball a long way. There was a traveling group of them that used to go around to batting practices. I forget what they were called, the long haul bombers or something like that. And they would just take batting practice at major league ballparks here and there. There's Juan Soto. I think someone said he had 3 home runs tonight. I'll have to check into that. But yeah, they actually do hit those softballs a long, long way. Like at PNC Park, they were landing in the second deck, the second set of bleachers. Not a whole lot of balls go up there in batting practice. So he can probably hit it far, but I doubt he can hit it farther than Aaron Judge. Let's see what else we've got. There's always hacks around a way to hit the ball farther. You can be using juice baseballs, you can play at higher elevation. You can have a much lighter bat, so you can swing the bat faster. And of course, like the mix points out, you can still be on steroids. Any chance Soto overcomes Judge? There always is a chance. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous my videos before I left. You gotta keep those Harper, Soto, and Witt cards around, because you never know if Ohtani or Judge just goes into a really cold month the last month, and the other guy gets hot and can make it a race. There's an X-Fractor of Jackson Chourio. Very nice. We've got another autograph. Jordan Adams, numbered 184 out of 250. So that's 2 autos already in just, what do we got? 6 boxes off the board. So we're averaging 1 auto every 3. That's pretty good. We'll take that. There's Soto, Mr. 3 home runs on the night. There's Marco Luciano. My daughter at Yellowstone Lake pulled this card, not the X-Fractor, we'll get that sleeved up, but pulled that card with a big shoe print on it. Did you see that? I'd never seen that before. And there was multiple cards in that one specific blaster box that had shoe prints on them. There's Alika Williams, numbered 225, another numbered card. It's the orange Ray Wave. So, pretty nice. Do you see Savannah Bananas? Got a TV deal? I did not. Is there any chance for a Chrome Finest Pick Your Team tonight? No, I didn't do a Pick Your Team because I just didn't have all that much time to sit down and figure out the checklist and study the checklist and all that stuff. I was on vacation at Yellowstone, and the service there was actually awful. The internet was... It honestly took almost a full day to upload that a couple of his videos. So I actually uploaded a couple Yellowstone videos privately, and I uploaded the Finest video, and it took forever. And then in the park, forget service there. You only get service around like Old Faithful and a couple of the little villages there. Steve says, weird as heck with those shoe print parallels, but one, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't know if somebody like just put the whole sheet on the ground and just started stepping all over it in anger. But it was really strange. Here's the next box. This is box number 7, I believe, out of the 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 3 left over there from the 10 that I originally picked out. Got Yamamoto right there. Hey, Clinton, how's it going, man? We got the monster boxes first, and then maybe we'll get to Finest. I hope so. There's Yuki Mitsui to 199. There's Colt Keith. We'll get that sleeved up on the X-Fractor. We'll have Finest tomorrow. Another Jackson Chourio. On Whatnot Wednesday tomorrow, we're starting early. Starting around 12, going long, and we're going to have Finest. We'll have Chrome. We'll have more of these monster boxes. We'll have a little bit of everything going on there. The 10K special. I think we hit 10K on Monday this week. Was it yesterday? Might have been. We'll be giving away a lot of packs, a lot of freebies. After this, we got the Chrome Blasters. It's a sold-out round. 20 blasters, a brand new fresh case. Eric says, who do I talk to if I didn't receive a specific card from auctions? Is it my auction? If it's my auction, you can just talk to me. You can tell me right now, and we'll see what it is. I believe all the auctions that I have done have all been sent out. Let's go ahead and see. We've got Jackson Holiday. That's our first Jackson Holiday. I'd like to pull his X-Fractor tonight, or a parallel of him. He's been hot with the home runs. 5 home runs now. Jose Fermin to 199. Average is still low because he started so poorly. So give him time. He'll get that average up over 200. Might take him a little while. There's an Ellie De La Cruz X-Fractor. Very nice card right there. And let's see what else we got. Dylan Cease, having a good year. Jack Flaherty, some of these upside down. The Ray Wave of Zach Gallen and Eloy Jimenez, now of the Baltimore Orioles. Just seems weird. I bet he was happy to get out of Chicago. On Whatnot, if you bought from me, did you buy from me on Whatnot? What are you missing? Let me know exactly what it is. If you bought from me, I can help you. If you didn't buy from me, then I can just tell you what you should do to get helped out. Somebody sent me a message and said that they bought into somebody's break on Whatnot. I don't know. I said, who would do that? Somebody on Whatnot was running a break of 89 Fleer, and they pulled the 89 Fleer Billy Ripken error card white scribble version, and the breaker did not send it to the guy. And then the breaker said that they accidentally sent it to somebody else, and they offered him a $13 refund, which was the spot in the box or whatever. That's kind of messed up. I said you should at least, I've done it before. I've actually made that same mistake, but you got to replace the card with what it's worth. There's Jackson Holiday X-Fractor. That's what we wanted. That's a great card right there. Jackson Holiday for the Baltimore Orioles. We got Jonathan India right there, which is numbered to 119 right there. Jonathan India. Yeah, I made that same mistake about a month ago. It cost me $900, but I didn't want to lose a customer over it. There is Jackson Chorio. Eric says, last week I got the Braves and we pulled a dual relic card with 2 different teams. When you determined the rightful owner, the number fell on auto, which was the Braves. I never received my card. Oh boy, that sounds like a Sophia issue. I wrote the team name on there. She does all the Whatnot breaks, and I specifically wrote ATL on there. She may have accidentally just looked at it and put it with the other team. Do you happen to remember who you're up against? We'll see if they contact me and said, hey, this was supposed to go to the other guy. But otherwise, just let me know what the card's worth, and I will just PayPal you the comp. And if you get a chance and remember exactly when and where it was from, maybe just send me a message on Whatnot so I can go and try to look into it. If you got a comp on the card. I do remember it was a relic, wasn't it? Yeah, so whatever the comp is. Yeah, Sophia does all of those rounds, so I think that's her first error. But I remember writing on the sleeve, ATL. Next time, I'll probably put one of these big things in there so it can't be missed. There's Ketel Marte, Stephen Kwan. This is the last one in this round. There's Mike Trout. There's Junior Caminero. Yeah, even if you want to just find out what the comp is tonight, and I'll throw you in a break, whatever it's worth. If it's like a $50 spot, we'll just put you in one of the rounds tonight if you want to. Whatever you want to do. There's Brian Rocchio, Jackson Chorio, last box. 2 autographs from this round out of the 10 boxes. And at least it seems like a numbered card each time. So that's the end of the first round of Big C-7. The Monster Box round in the books. We have the 20-box round coming up next. And it is the Pick Your Team round. So it's a brand new case. I haven't even opened it up yet. Here's what we've got left tonight if you'd like to grab a spot in any of these rounds. This is actually the last one that's sold out right now. Now, C2 is close, so we could also do the hobby boxes of this if you wanted to. We'll see if it gets sold out. Let me go ahead and get into PayPal and see where we're at right now. So C7's gone. We can cross that off the list. That's already been done. We got a couple more spots that have come in for C8, and let's go ahead and read those off and get you an updated list here, because C2 might actually be pretty close to being sold out, because I see somebody grabbed 3. Christopher Greer grabbed 3 spots there. So let me get that penciled in. Christopher Greer, 1, 2, 3. You're in there for 3 spots in C2. Brett has paid for the up to, there was like $1 difference. Thank you very much. Got it. Phil Phelps has paid for a spot in Finest. Got that one, Phil. Jared Harris paid for a spot in C8. That's more of the monster boxes. Gelfrey has paid for a spot for C8. I got it, Gelfrey. Michael McCann has grabbed 2 in spot C8. So you're on the list. And Emily Fisher has grabbed a spot for Casey Ayers. So let's update these numbers for you right now with Olivia's pink napkin from her birthday party. So C8's a little closer and C2's a little closer. C2, which is 6 Chrome Blasters, is now just 4 away. So that one is really close to going tonight. And C8 was 22 spots. Now it's down to 16. So who knows? Maybe that one picks up some ground. And Finest has gone from 16 to 15. Half filled. All right, let's do this one here. At C10, it's pick your team. So everybody already has chosen their teams in this round. You don't need me to run the randomizer for this, but it's 20 blaster boxes, brand new case. This is the last thing I did before I left for Yellowstone. I went and picked these cases up of these blasters from a local seller. And now we got 20 of them to rip open. Dennis says, do you have me in C2? Yep, you got spot 23. All right, so quick little drink of the Gatorade before this next round. We're ready to get going. So I'll take a few. Looks like Bob just grabbed C2. It says LA, but it's not pick your team. It's random team. LA would be probably a lot more than the cost of an average team anyway because of Shohei Ohtani and the buybacks. But I can get you a random spot. Maybe we get LA. Maybe we get the Reds. Maybe we get the Yankees. Who knows? But here we go. Just to refresh your memory. Nicholas Peterson has the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dennis O has the Atlanta Braves. Ryan Jackson has the Baltimore Orioles. Joseph Welch has the Boston Red Sox. Timothy Woods, a first-timer. He's got the Chicago Cubs. Alvarez has the Cincinnati Reds. Brian Wergel has the Cleveland Guardians. Nicholas Peterson with the Colorado Rockies. Greg Klein has the Chicago White Sox. Brendan Chapman with the Detroit Tigers. Here's the first 2 boxes. By the way, Richard Loving, that's old Brittle Bones. He's got the Houston Astros. Nicholas Peterson has Kansas City Royals. Brian Jackson has the Angels and the Dodgers. Cecil has the Miami Marlins. Courtney has the Milwaukee Brewers. Kevin Stewart with the Minnesota Twins. Courtney also has the Mets. Yankees to Brian Jackson. Chris Andrade with the Oakland Athletics. Michael Armbruster has the Phillies. Scott Henderson has the Buccos. Alvarez has the San Diego Padres. Jan Christie with the Seattle Mariners. Ross has the San Francisco Giants. Dan Schultz with St. Louis. Justin Tucker with Tampa Bay. Josh Bonham has Texas. Brady Cates has Toronto. And Greg Klein has Washington. That's the rundown of all the teams and who owns them. Courtney says, it's my first break too. All right, good luck. Couple first-timers. Mike said also that he put in for C2. Did I read that one off? I did not. Let me go ahead and see. Mike, I got you in for 2 for C8 is what you wrote down on the payment. I'll check and see if you also sent in for C2 because it might be sold out. Okay, it is sold out. C2 is all sold out, it looks like, right now. So, unfortunately, we have a sellout. Bob Dorsch, I got you in there. Jason Powell, I got you in there. And Josiah is the last one in. So we got Michael McCann, Bernard May, coming up a little bit short. Would you like me to put you in C8? And then you will also have an additional, there's 3 of them. Chris also sent in. And then whatever the difference is, you want to keep the credit, it's like $15. I can put you in C8 and you can take a $15 credit, or I can just hit the refund button right now. So Box for Bud, Michael McCann, and Chris, all of you guys wanted into the hobby box round, but I don't have any spots left there. Mike says C8 for me. All right. So Mike, just remember you have a credit of $15 to use whenever you want. And just like your next payment in an auction or a break, just take $15 off. Matt Chapman, first numbered card. We'll take that one. O'Neill Cruz Sepia. Wonder how many autos we can pull here. I'm going to guess 3 from 20 boxes. We'll see what happens. Chris says, put 2 for C8 and I'll pay the difference. Sounds good. I'll put you in there right now. Jack Flaherty. There's Ellie De La Cruz. Still top name in this. We'll get that one sleeved up. Do we have another numbered card? It's going to be a pink Jeff McNeil and Starling Marte in there as well. So we just need to get Box for Bud taken care of. Let me know, Box for Bud, if you want a refund or if you want to move on over to C8. Maybe that one will go tonight. because it's getting close. 10 more monster boxes. Kind of wish I would have bought more cases of the monsters. I didn't know they would be this great. I can always reach out to my guy and see if he has any more cases left. But these are coming, my monster box cases come from New Jersey, so it might take a few days. It's 2 boxes. We'll do them 2 at a time since there's only, like, what, 28 cards per box or something like that. Let's see what we can do. Bud says, did I miss C2? Actually, it hasn't run yet, but it's sold out. So I can put you in C8, and then you also have $15 credit, or I can refund you. It's up to you. C8's getting close because Chris just took 2 more, and Dan just took 1. So we're down to just 13 in another monster box round. Dennis says, I'll do C8 as well. So there's another one. Moving right along with the monster boxes tonight. BWB says, refund me. It's coming at you right now. Eric says, Acuna and Fernando Tatis quad relic, $40. Eric Schultz, I can PayPal you $40 right now, or I can give you a spot in C8, and we can call it even. The C8 spot is, I think it's like a $48 to $50 spot. It's up to you, man. Yeah, sorry about that. I will scold Sophia on that one. But I have to take a little bit of the blame, I guess, too, because I did write Atlanta on a sleeve in black marker, and so I guess it didn't really show up enough. Sparking Toaster says, I'm done with Derek Shelton. He's not been doing a good job with the Buccos. Big Grizz, what's up, man? Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate that, and glad to have you aboard. There's Matt Chapman, 253 of 275. Let's see if we can hit any autos. None yet through 4 boxes. There's a nice out of 50 Ray Wave. Take that one. William Contreras for the Brew Crew. Keibert Ruiz right there as well. Michael says, I'm new to the channel. Can someone please explain to me what is going on in this video? Well, here's what's going on. We're live right now. I have cases, and I'm opening them up. Right now, we're doing the round. We do different rounds. Each round is a set amount of boxes. This one happens to be 20 Chrome Blaster boxes. And people bought these spots on our Patreon page. Eric says, that's fine. All right, so Eric, just to confirm, I'm putting you into C8. If you'd like to make my life a little easier, Eric, and send me 1 penny with your address attached, and then I just have to click ship, and then it all is taken care of for me. I added you. You're spot number 18 in spot C8 of the monster boxes. Let's see what else we can do here. But yeah, so what happens is I open all these cards, and then afterwards, either myself or Sophia, my girlfriend, will sort all these cards out, and then we ship them to you. Typically, for the Patreon breaks, it takes about a week. Whatnot is usually next day, because Whatnot's very, very rough on their expectations. So sometimes I can get these shipped out within a couple days. Usually I say a week, but a lot of times I can get them out by the weekend. So it'd be nice to have these out by Friday or Saturday this week. We'll see. Got a lot of stuff to do and get caught up on here around the house. There's Jackson Holiday. We'll get that sleeved up. No autos yet in this blaster box round. We'll see what we can do. Kyle Harrison on the Ray Wave. Shohei, there you go. $40 card right there. Shohei Ohtani. If he does win the MVP, which still he's the overwhelming favorite, that'll be worth $40 on the buyback. White Sox Tom says Luis Robert has been the biggest disappointment of the year. I was actually, when I had service, tuning in. Sal, you can go ahead and send in, and we'll get you put in C8. But yeah, I was checking the White Sox to see how futile they could possibly be. And I was surprised to see Luis Robert hitting under 200. 198 a couple days ago when I checked. Man, what a dumpster fire that is. The White Sox are on pace, as of yesterday, to have the worst record in Major League Baseball modern history. They're on pace to be worse than the 1962 New York Mets. Michael says, okay, so do I buy a spot? If you'd like to buy a spot, we sell all of our spots on our Patreon page that we break on YouTube. So if you'd like to sign up for Patreon, all the spots are sold there. We also have Whatnot. So if you don't want to be a Patreon member and break on YouTube, you can hop into some breaks on Whatnot. Anybody can go on Whatnot. It's really up to you. Some people just do Whatnot. Some people just do YouTube. Some people do both. Some people just watch. Sean says, when you're playing that bad and they need a complete overhaul, they probably hate playing together. I saw that they got a new manager. Grady Sizemore came in. Can the White Sox rally for a worse record than the Cleveland Spiders? Yeah, there's some old dead ball. Was it the Spiders that had the worst record of all time? Eric says, I sent you 1 cent. All right, you're good to go. So Eric will go ahead and just send that off, and then we'll be evened up. And sorry for the mistake. Got a couple more payments that have come in before we go through this next stack of Chrome. I'm just going to read them off so you know that I got them. We got Dennis O, spot C8, spot number 19. The Wisco Life with not one but two spots. Thank you very much. 2021. And AJ Cherny has a spot. So now that one's getting close. There's 8 spots, I think, left in C8. We're going to run some more monster boxes, it looks like it, tonight. And then maybe even a finest. Russ says, Luis Robert got a RBI single 2 seconds after you mentioned him. I guess that's all we need to do. That's good. I don't know if it's going to help the White Sox win or not. I don't have the score in front of me. But, man, that team, you look up and down their lineup and, like, man, it's bad. Like, everyone's OPS is, like, in the 500s or 600s, which is just awful. We've got a numbered card here. It's Garrett Cole. It's numbered to 299 on the purple speckle. Jared Jones Prism Refractor. Unfortunately, I already have that one, so I don't need to make an offer for that. Let's see. There's the Yamamoto and Vladdy having a good season now. Lots of hits for Vladdy. Chris says, I sent for 2 more as well. With C8, I think I've got that. I've got you 15 and 16. I've got you 4 total spots in C8. Does that sound right? Sal says, how much is it for a spot in C8? The live price, let me check and see what the payments are coming in at. I don't have Patreon in front of me right now. Is $46.99. So that is 8 boxes open up so far. Here's boxes 9 and 10. How's the Jared Jones rainbow coming? I've got a purple speckle, and that's it for right now. I put in an offer on a red for 300, but I think they denied it. Yeah, Carter's, I did get your consignment. I did like 2 or 3 of the lots with Justin Harris's stuff, but then I went on vacation, so it's still sitting over there. I think I missed the last 2 or 3 auctions because I was away. Vladdy just went yard. He's doing well. Sal says, I just sent in for C8. All right, we'll get you put on the list here in a second. Colin, I saw your payment pop up. I got a little notification. All right, let's move these around. I like to do 2 blasters at a time. It's just a little bit easier that way. I guess the new product coming out is Boys of Summer for Panini. I got a text today from one of my case guys out in Los Angeles, and he's like, do you want a case of this? I said, we'll try it. It seems to be quite expensive, though. It's a higher-end Panini product. Boys of Summer. I put it for a case. I think it's like 8 boxes. So that'll be interesting. There's Aaron Judge. That's a $20 card right there. If he wins the MVP... Jazz Chisholm. Always good to get the Yankees in any chrome breaks because of that. Also, same deal with the Dodgers. And also, both of those teams have a really good rookie with Yamamoto and Jason Dominguez. Are you ready for Pristine in 2 weeks? Yeah, that's true. That's coming up. Owen White. And that's 10 boxes down, 10 to go. Boys of Summer. It used to be their relics, I believe, in Chronicles, but now it's a whole set. You can go ahead and Google 2024 Boys of Summer Panini. You'll see it. That's what I did. No Cosmic Chrome yet. Maybe it'll come out later. I feel like it usually comes late in the year, doesn't it? I think the first year it came out, I remember it was snowing when I filmed the preview video for it. I think it was in November. I'm pretty sure. So that's a pretty popular product. I could see them returning to that. Bringing that back. Jax's Collectibles. I had a question. I asked a question about your prices on whatnot. What did you say? If you complain about the prices, we just ban you. Sometimes people are like, oh, that team shouldn't have gone for that or whatever. And then that's just really annoying. Sometimes teams go for more than they should. Sometimes they go for less. If the good teams go off the wheel first, then everything goes lower. If the good teams stay on the wheel, then the prices go higher. Mark P., thank you very much. So, Sal, I got your payment. I'm going to go ahead and update these because C8's getting really close to going tonight. Sports Center says open one at a time. Open one pack at a time. And we'll be here all night. I don't like to do it that way. You know what most people do when they break stuff like this? Like, especially jumbo packs? They don't even show you the cards. They just go right to the hits and totally skip the base. There's Ellie De La Cruz. You should go watch them. They'll drive you nuts. You going to bed?
Yeah. So that's like coming Ellie De La Cruz.
I know. That's your PC personal collection. Good night. We're gonna have to get up early tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for the physical.
Yep.
Okay, good night.
All right. Good night. Love you. See you tomorrow. Junior Caminero, who just got called up, did a couple shorts of him, and lo and behold, he got called up. Next couple. When do you estimate M4 will break? Whenever it sells out, or eventually if it doesn't sell, then I'm just going to take the rest of the spots and run it. Let's see. So we got Sal, I got your spot. You are at spot C8. Colin is at spot 24 and C8. Sal's at 23. It's all going to get jumbled around anyway, but just letting you know, you got a confirmed spot. So Sal, Colin, and Bob are all in. There is 5 spots left in C8 right now. That's the Monster Box round. We already did one round of Monsters. We're about to do another. And then if you want to get Finest going, there's 15 spots left in Finest. We could do that tonight as well. And C2, which is the hobby boxes, well, that's next because that is sold out. 6 hobby boxes coming up. Doing any specials tomorrow? I'll be giving away a hobby box of Chrome. And I'll be giving away a pack every 5 minutes. I'll probably end up giving away probably $2,000 worth of packs. If it's going to be a 10-hour live stream. $5. Basically, this pack only has a couple cards in it. 3 cards in that pack. That was weird. It felt really light. That's why I wanted to look at it. Yeah, 5 every 5 minutes. Ross says Soto is at the bat. Chance for 4 home runs. Let us know how he does. Roger says, I'm excited to be there tomorrow. Get in on the breaks. I'm excited to have you along. It's going to be fun. We'll see if I can set the all-time record for me. I know some people have probably done much longer live streams. There's Yandris Gomez. But it will be, hopefully, a non-stop break for 10 hours. Any spots available? We have a couple spots left in the Monster Box round. I don't know if anything else will sell out after that. There's Lane Ramsey, numbered to 199. An autograph in the blasters for the White Sox. That's nice. We got Jackson Holiday Ray Wave right there with Shota Imanaga back-to-back. There's 2 good pulls. Jan Christie just grabbed a spot in the monster boxes. It's 3-0 right now. The crowd is booing, says Ross. I'd be booing too. You want to see history. You don't want to see a freaking walk. Challenge the guy. Soto's having quite a year, for sure. CC Ryder says, can you send me a notification when you're ready to run the M4? I'll take the remaining spots at the time. You want to take all the spots? All right, if you want to take all the spots, let me see how many spots are left currently. We'll see if we can sell a couple more so you don't have to take so many. How about next week? Next Tuesday, let me see. For that spot, CC Ryder, we've got M4 Mixer 4. There's still a bunch of spots left. There are 27 spots left. And if you wanted to take all of them, I could definitely give you a discount because I kind of like factor in a few dollars shipping for each price, and I wouldn't charge you like what, $70 shipping. So he got walked. Wow, that's awful. That's disappointing. White Sox are chickens. Southern Sniper says your prices in your Whatnot shop are good. Thanks, man. I try to make it competitive so people want to grab stuff out of there. A lot of that stuff is priced right at comps or below. A lot of the stuff, if it's stuff that I want to just get rid of, I'll price it below what I paid for it. Like with, for example, 2023 Topps Series 1 blasters. I bought 1,000 of those blasters, and I still have a bunch left. So I bought them for about 25 a piece or so, like an idiot. I think I'm selling them for 15. Eventually, maybe if I have enough time, I've got so much stuff to do tomorrow. I've got to cut my foot-high grass. I've got to take my daughter to the doctor's for a physical. I've got a 10-hour live stream. But eventually, when I get some time, I'll put a whole bunch of my Paul Skeens cards in my Whatnot shop. And I'll make them $15 so you can get them for free. If you're a new subscriber, we did find an autograph in the last box. It was a White Sox auto. There's J-Rod. Let's see what else we've got. We hit an Elliot La Cruz, the big game. The big gamer. We hit an Elliot La Cruz to 99 just about a week and a half ago. One of our last live streams. Rookie auto. Worth the bunch. There's Aaron Judge. Southern Sniper says my favorite player is Chris Bryant and Mike Schmidt. Unfortunately, Chris Bryant has not been all that great recently, huh? Ever since going to Colorado, injuries have really hampered him. He's kind of fallen off the radar of everybody. Almost like a forgotten player. Elijah Rip says from the 2022 box I ordered from you, I pulled a pretty nice MC Cal Ripken Jr. Nice. Thanks, the big gamer. You never know what's in these boxes sitting on these shelves. Mike says they also walked Judge. Hey, as long as the White Sox lose, I'm happy. I just want them to break the Mets record. I think that would be nice. Even if you're a White Sox fan, you might as well just root for it. Now, the real problem for the White Sox fans are, what if you have the worst record in baseball? You lose 125 games or whatever. I think the all-time record is, 120 losses? Let's say you have the worst record and you don't even get the first overall pick. That's a possibility because they have a lottery system now. So can you imagine? Very nice. Cal Ripken Museum Collection. I was wondering what that was. I thought you got like a blaster box or something. Keith has a Paul Skeens Museum copper card for 30. That's a fantastic price, Keith. Like, really, that's a really good price. Are you selling it on eBay, or are you just offering up for anybody that wants it? Because I would probably PayPal you right now for that card, Keith. If you want to just send me 1 cent with your, send me 1 cent, and I will literally PayPal you right now. Of course, goods and services. Ashton says, how do you feel about the Pirates and the Skeens? Throwing him less pitches over 100 miles an hour. Any concern for his arm? I did not see his last start because I didn't have any service out in Yellowstone. You going to bed? Okay. Love you. Selling on eBay. I'll PayPal you $30 right now, and you won't have to pay the fees. If you want to go that way, you won't have to pay the PayPal fees or the eBay fees. There's Colton Cowser. We'll get that one sleeved up. If you want to do it, I will literally PayPal you right now. You want to do 35? I'll do 35, Keith. You gotta send me 1 cent so that I have your information, and then I'll just send 35 right back at you. David Bednar right there. The Big Gamer has a Skeens 1 of 1. Jeez, you're gonna have me wanting to buy that one too. I probably can't afford that though. There's a Dominguez Ray Wave. And Randy Arozarena. We've got just 2 boxes left in this round, and then it's time to do a bunch of Chrome Hobby boxes. These are the last 2 blasters. And then it's a bunch of Chrome Hobby coming up. Half case, 6 Hobby boxes. It's all sold out. And then after that, we've got monster boxes. CC Rider says, unfortunately, power pitching arms don't last too long nowadays. I think Skeens will win the Cy Young Award. If I had to bet you right now, I'd say no, because he's not going to have enough innings pitched. He gets terrible run support, usually. Like, I'm surprised he only has 2 losses, or whatever it is. He was 6-1 before I left on vacation. It might be 6-2 now. I think he lost to the Dodgers. He still pitched well enough against the Dodgers. It was his worst start ever. Still pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs. Tap says, we haven't collected for decades. Took a flyer on a Trinity box the other day, pulled a Skeens rookie patch auto. Now we have a bug in us, and let us hear. Glad to have you aboard. Clinton says, can I move my M5 × 2 to C8 × 3? Let me check if we have those spots left. And then, yeah, we can do that. Just give me a second. We've got that last stack there we'll go through. His first loss, he pitched great. Was it that? No, his first loss, he pitched 9 innings, right? He had like a shutout going or something like that. He definitely has a Rookie of the Year wrapped up in the bag. Let me see if I have enough spots for you, Clinton. So you want to move. Let me just go and double check that. Randy Rose ran sitting like 226. M5, you want to take those 2 spots away? Okay, Clinton. And put you in C8 × 3. We can do that. And we're sold out of C8. So the monster boxes are all gone. C8 is filled. Thanks, everybody. Is $270 a good price for a green Ellie? Check the comps before you go and spend that, because that's a lot of money. There's Ellie right there. He's been playing well, for sure. His OPS up there around 850. Lots of steals. There's a Brendan White autograph. Second auto of the Chromes. And we've got a pink Aaron Judge there as well. That's a $40 card. That's a good one. And this will wrap up the Chrome Blasters. Now there's Shohei Ohtani. $20 card right there. And another Ellie De La Cruz. What's your whatnot handle? Isn't it just Jab's Family? Honestly, I don't know. I think it's Jab's Family. I hope it is. There's a link in every description to my videos that has the invite code there. So if you've already used that email address, though, and whatnot, it won't work. So if you want to get the $15, have your wife sign up, or cousin or brother or whatever. Again, I'm going to be putting some Paul Skeens cards in there. soon when I get some time so that you can get some free Paul Skeens cards. All right, time to do the hobby boxes next. So here's what we've got left. The monster boxes are all sold out. Those will go next. We just did that round, and C2 is sold out. So the only round that's potentially close enough to go after these other 2 rounds is Finest, has 15 spots left. If folks want to hop into the Finest, we can do that. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and back out of our previous listing. And let's see what we can do. List randomizer. Also says, are any times that you do premium Mighty boxes? That's not a bad idea to do like museum collection. I usually do it when I have a lot of overstock of something and I just want to like sell the like break down the cases and get them moved. So I don't think I have a whole lot of museum collection. I've got maybe 2 cases left, but that's a cool idea to do premium ones with like a mixture of like high-end packs or like mini boxes. Here we go. C2. Here's the names. Let's see what we can do here. By the way, happy birthday to Elijah Lindbo. Happy belated birthday. That was actually a surprise gift. I hope you're watching. It was from your wife, Jessica, who left you a note. Says, to the best husband I could ever ask for. And Jessica also wrote that you sacrificed so much for our family. So that's pretty awesome. So happy belated birthday to Elijah. You have the Washington Nationals. We'll see if you can get something out of that spot. And we'll see what team everybody has. And I think you have another one in this one, Elijah. So Bob has the Arizona, has the Baltimore Orioles. Melissa has the Boston Red Sox. Jacob Duvall has the Cubs. Christopher Griff, the Cincinnati Reds. Hayden Smith has the Cleveland Guardians. Brendan has the Colorado Rockies. Clinton with the White Sox. Christopher Greer has the Tigers. Brett has the Houston Astros. Brendan Chapman has the Kansas City Royals. Clinton Bost, I always want to say Bost, it's Bost, has the Angels and the Dodgers. You got both LA teams. Colin has the Miami Marlins. Sam Clifford has the Milwaukee Brewers. Justin Tucker has the Minnesota Twins. Alexis has the Mets. Colin has the Yankees. Emily Fisher for Casey Ayers has the Oakland A's. Christopher Greer has the Phillies. Elijah has the Pirates. Tiffany has the Padres. Adam Howard has Seattle Mariners. Jason Powell has San Francisco. Brendan Chapman has St. Louis. Clinton has Tampa Bay. Josiah has Texas. Dennis has Toronto. And Elijah has the Nationals. So it's break C2. It's 6 hobby boxes. That's a full half case of hobby. Let me see if I'll get a brand new sealed case for you. So you have a shot at the Ultraviolet All-Star case hit. And the Chrome Authentics case hit. Brand new sealed case. Here we go. Let's go ahead and rip it open. Hey there, Stay Awesome. That is Elijah. Good luck tonight. And happy belated birthday. Craig says, did you get the Jared Jones pink refractor in the mail yet? I shipped it to your P.O. box. I did not. I haven't been to my P.O. box since, I don't even know, maybe like 2 Mondays ago. I think that was the last time. I literally just got back from Yellowstone Park, so there might be a container of packages there for me, and I'm sure it's in there, Craig. Did I send you free packs? I can't even remember. I think I may have, but if you didn't get a couple free packs for it, just let me know. I can't remember because it seems like so long ago. I remember scrambling trying to get all these videos filmed so that I wouldn't just disappear from the channel. And everybody wondering, like, what happened? No uploads for 8 days. Ross says, the package from Italy was interesting. You should open the rest. I was actually kind of scared to open them because it was like, there's no return address. I actually have 20 of those packages just like that. They just kept coming in 2020, and I didn't open any of them. And eventually I just did. Because there's like cutouts of, like, baseball players' heads on there, and I was like, what is this? Did you ever find out how much that money is worth? I don't think it's worth a lot. I think it's just for fun. I was just going to give it to the kids to have them look into. I'm guessing that it's worth maybe a couple bucks total. So it's hobby box time. Sparking Toaster says, if you became the general manager for the Pirates, what would you do? The first thing I would do is I would sign Trevor Bauer to be our like number 3 starter in our rotation. What's the best Chrome retail product? I like the monster boxes so far with all the parallels in there. Here we go. First half of the first box in this round. It's going to give us a Parker Meadows purple speckle numbered to 299. For the Tigers, there's the Yamamoto base rookie card, Jason Dominguez, Juan Soto with his 3 home runs, and we have the autograph. There's 1 per box. Here it is. It is Andre Lipsius. So the Tigers with 2 purple speckles numbered to 299. Let's see what else we've got. Colt Keith. Jackson Chorio base rookie was in there. Lots of chrome so far. Quick drink. Got a little tickle. All right, here we go with the next half of the box. The auto is gone. I'm hoping there's another numbered card in there. We pulled 1 numbered card already. What's my favorite auto that I have? That's a good question. I don't really have too many autographs in my PC. A lot of my best PC cards are like Hall of Fame rookies and stuff like that. Maybe like a couple gold PSA 10s. Don't really collect a lot of autos. Chris says, Finest is a great set. I know. I thought that in the preview video, I was impressed. We have a round of Finest that can go tonight if it sells out. It's half sold out. Grizz just started following us on Whatnot. Grizz, thanks for finding us. I appreciate that. Let's see what else we've got coming up. We got Y. Langford. There's Ellie De La Cruz. Got to get the Ellie sleeved up. So this was the second half of the box, and unfortunately, there was really nothing in there, just base cards and some refractors. So that first hobby box gave us 1 numbered parallel and 1 auto. On to the next. Ross says, was that red? Ross says, you may have passed a red. Really? Let me pull out the whole stack and we'll see. Here's the last half of the box. This, the Corbin Carroll, is that what you're talking about? A red? That's the only thing in there that I see was red. I don't see anything else. That was the last half of the box. If you want to see the other half of the box, we can show that to you as well. I'm not seeing any red parallels. So I think that was just an insert with some red on the side. On to the next stack. Ross says that Corbin Carroll looked red. My bad. No problem. Mick says, you know we're back when Ross gets a call wrong. And Chris says, penalty box for Ross. Hey, I could believe that I missed it. I woke up today at 3 a.m. to fly back. We woke up at 3 a.m. in Idaho. Had to drive 2 hours to Bozeman, Montana. Catch a plane. So I'm a little bleary-eyed and I could definitely see missing something. So had to go back and check. Here's the next box. Let's see what we've got. Jose Ramirez is numbered to 199. It is a 10 out of 199 right there for the Cleveland Guardians. Got Colton Cowser. Nolan Shanuel is going to be auto number 2 from this round for the Angels. I think Clinton's got the market cornered for LA, so that goes to him. I'll let you rookie rush. Zach Geloff is a good one. T. Holsu says, loved your video on the talking baseball cards. Oh, yeah, I loved those when I was a kid. Did you drive through Twin Falls? Thought I saw you. Courtney Kelly, Twin Falls, Idaho? I might have. What was I driving? Do you remember? Because we were driving, feels like all over Idaho. Finest hasn't sold out yet, Palmer. No, I went to Mount Rushmore a few years ago, so I didn't go out there. It was a bit too far out of the way. Wouldn't that be crazy if somebody in the chat just saw me driving around out in Idaho? That'd be so weird. But yeah, we were out there. Christian Yelich, orange, numbered to 25 for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's a good low-numbered card. I was hammering a trench behind the Flying J on I-84. Now I don't even know what that is. I'm going to have to bring up a map and see if I was even on I-84. We've got William Contreras. Let me bring up a map of Idaho here and see if I was even on. I don't think I was on any like major highways. Idaho road map. Let's check it out. I'll remember where I was. I was on the very eastern side of Idaho. I got to see where I-84 is. No, I wasn't in Twin Falls. Twin Falls is too far in the center. I started off in Island Park, Idaho. And then I went south down to Idaho Falls. And then over to the Grand Teton National Park. Man, it's beautiful out there, though. I'd never been to Idaho. I always wanted to check it out. It's a great state. Lucas says, some guy gave me a bunch of those talking baseball cards when I bought a lot of cards. Any idea if they're worth anything? Actually, they sell for pretty good on eBay. I think. I used to love those. I used to listen to those all the time when I was a kid. I was sad they only did it for 1 year. I don't know why. I mean, maybe technology evolved too much and I don't get it. They did the 89 Topps design and they had those like little records on the back and you just put it on your talking player and listen to calls. It was great. Courtney says, I was born here, just moved back from San Diego. It's nice out there. Very, very nice. We really enjoyed our time out there, for sure. That whole area, Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, were up there in that corner. There's Ellie. Ellie De La Cruz. Here we go. We got a case hit from the new case. It's Ken Griffey Jr. Nice, a legendary case hit. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Seattle Mariners. A beautiful card right there. A lot of times people will be like, man, those Ultraviolet All-Star cards are pretty ugly. But this card, it's not ugly. Ken Griffey Jr. doesn't have an ugly card. Adam Howard gets this one. Adam, congratulations. That's awesome. Case hit for you. Jackson Holiday rookie card finds its way into the lineup. Lucas says he gave me hundreds of them and just threw them in for free. If you look them up, actually, they actually sell for... I thought they sold for like a few dollars a piece. There's Cade Marlowe. This is numbered to 199. Keith says Stanwood, Washington. That's another great state. I was actually deciding between going out to Washington for the Labor Day weekend to see Dave Matthews Band at the Gorge or going to Yellowstone Park. And I chose Yellowstone Park. I'd already been to the Gorge twice. But it's been now 12 years since I was last there. So maybe next year I'll get out there. We'll see. It's beautiful in Washington, too. Hey, Joshua, how's it going? Ross says, if you found the right idiot, you can sell Mark Grace rookie cards for a few dollars. Somebody out there is a big Mark Grace fan and would probably spend a few dollars for some 88 Fleer Mark Grace rookies. So this is box number 3 of the 6. We've got monster boxes next coming up. Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate it. We just got a follow from Kevin00111 on Whatnot. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow around noon. We'll get started. There's a Shohei Ohtani in there. Jason Dominguez. He's now 17 on the top 100 prospect list. Moving up, Francisco Alvarez, numbered to 75 on the blue Wave Refractor. Colson, did I say Colson Montgomery? Jackson Chorio. I was thinking about Colson Montgomery. Are the White Sox going to bring him up? Ross says, you going to the East Coast National this weekend, 500 tables? I think I'm all traveled out. Sophia said, I don't want to see another plane for a long, long time. When we got off in Pittsburgh today, going out to Yellowstone, we had to take 3 different flights. First, we flew into, I can't remember where we flew into, Detroit. We went to Detroit first. And then from Detroit, we caught a flight and flew into Minneapolis. And then from Minneapolis to Bozeman, Montana. So that was the route we took. Usually I like direct flights only, but with 6 people, direct flights would have cost a crazy amount. Like we're talking like 51. I could get a 51 Bowman for that price. So I was like, I'll just take the most budget friendly. And we did all the connecting flights. CC Ryder says, I was really rooting for EJ's pack to pull him some nice hits. Watching him burying his feet in that San Yellowstone Park while the pack were being open was heartbreaking. Yeah, I'm going to have a talk with him next time about wearing Crocs. So when we left for Yellowstone, it was, I think we left at 1:45 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. from our house here. We had like a 6 a.m. flight, and I have heard that the TSA checkpoint lines at the Pittsburgh airport are just horrendous for the mornings. Because I guess all the flights out of Pittsburgh are mostly in the mornings. And so there was people on Twitter, I even looked it up, saying it's like a 2-hour wait to get through security. So we left really early. Andres Jimenez, 62 out of 199. It's like over an hour to get to the airport in Pittsburgh from our house. We kind of live out in the country. So we got there around, I think, like 3. Got there like 3 hours early. And then we had a problem. Big old problem. So good thing we did get there early. There's Key Brian Hayes, numbered 6 of 99. Ellie De La Cruz. So we get through security. Got there early enough that it wasn't too long of a wait. It was like 15 minutes. It wasn't bad at all for being that early, which is kind of crazy. And we get up to the line. And they have this stupid, like, freaking face scanner. You know what I'm talking about? Some airports have them, some don't. Next time, I'm saying I'm opting out of that. You're not taking my picture because you can opt out of that. So they take they like scan your face, which is such an like invasion of privacy. Scan your face, which gets sent to some big database they're probably building on all of us. Just more of our personal freedoms and liberties being infringed on. So it scans my face, and they put in my credit card and take my boarding pass, and they're like, this isn't you. You're going to have to go back up to ticketing. Something's not matching up. I was like, what? And then I was just immediately thinking, like, I looked at the boarding pass. It has my name on it. I'm like, clearly this is me. Can see my ID. In case Yvonne says too late, they have you now. Yep. Next time, I'm just gonna. If you ever go to the airport and they make you do that, they say step in front of the scanner. They don't ask you if you would like to step in front of the scanner. They like tell you to. So a lot of people think you have to. You don't have to. You can opt out of it, and then you can just look at your freaking ID like they should. There's Showtime right there. Shohei Ohtani red. 5 of 5. CC Ryder says, we need a big hit right there, and there it is. A Shohei Ohtani red out of 5 for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This one goes to Clinton. So, Clinton, congratulations right there. There's that red we were looking for. Ross says, now that's a red. Very nice. Chris says, make that into a short so everyone can see the red Shohei Ohtani. Great hit right there on this Tuesday night here on our Patreon breaks. Good to be back. Let's see what else we can find. Jared Triolo is the next autograph right there. Rookie auto. Josiah says all NFL stadiums are about to have facial recognition software, never going to another game. Like, are they just trying to make real life like 1984? Like, that's crazy. they're going to have, I don't like it. But anyway, so the problem ended up being my son and I have the exact same name. He's junior, I'm senior. Different birthdays, obviously. So I think what happened was they wouldn't let me sign in online because that was the reason, but they didn't tell me that. It's just I tried to sign in on the Delta app to get the boarding passes ahead of time. So that's one less step. And it said, error, you have to go see a ticketing agent. So I went and I saw them. I gave them my ID and flight and confirmation code and all that. And they printed all these board. It was like 18 boarding passes, a big pain in the butt. All these pieces of paper and stuff. So I got all those boarding passes, took them down, and gave them to the guy. And I think what happened was he scanned my son's boarding pass with my ID, and then it didn't match up. And I think that's probably why, because they take your driver's license and put it into this machine as well. Scan the boarding pass, then scan your face invasively. And since it didn't line up, that was the problem. So lesson learned. From now on, whenever I write my son's name, I'm just going to put a different name in there. I call him EJ anyway for Eric Jr. I'm just going to put EJ instead of his real name. It's not like the kids don't have IDs anyway. Mark says, I'm so sick of technology. Me too. Luckily, they gave me a yellow card to skip the line so I didn't have to stand in line, because by the time I got went the whole way back up to ticketing and then came back down, the lines were pretty long, like way back to I don't know if you've ever been to Pittsburgh before, way back to the moving walkways. DD Heng says that Otani could probably fetch $800. There we go. Really, $800? You might be right. It's a red and it's Otani. That's the kind of pool we want. There's Luis Robert on the refractor. Endy Rodriguez, another Pirates auto. So Jared Triolo last box, and now Endy Rodriguez rookie card. Technology is inevitable. I read an article the other day that says within the next 20 years, everyone's gonna have implants in their head that can do 1 million calculations per second or something like that. Might as well enjoy the world as it is now, because everything's going to be so much different, and I don't think it's going to be better. 20 years down the road, technology is going to advance at such a just crazy speed. A lot of jobs will be made obsolete. Sean says, you have to go to the Grand Canyon and Monument Valley. I actually, Sophia and I did go to the Grand Canyon in March. It was snowing there, actually, when we went there, believe it or not. I wish I would have been doing the packs in the park series then. I would have definitely ripped some packs in the Grand Canyon. She was getting mad at me because I was getting so close to the edge. There's Geraldo Perdomo, numbered to 25. Let's see what else we got. College football in 10 days. You a fan, says Ashton. I actually don't follow any sports except for MLB. There's Jackson Holiday. I couldn't even tell you who's the good team that everyone's rooting for this year or whatever. There's Jacob Young. 197. I also couldn't name one single college football player for you. And that's the honest truth. I only follow MLB. Here we go. And a little bit of MILB, MILB. Minor League Baseball, they call it MILB. A little bit of that. I like to kind of look at the top prospects. Like today, I checked out Ethan Salas. And saw he was hitting under 200. But he's still number 20 on the top 100 prospect list. Here's the last box in this round. Then we go to the monster boxes. Here at 11:03 p.m. Eastern Time. T. Holster says, in some states, you're required to have a government-registered chip assigned to your ID. That's awful. Eventually, they're probably going to want to put chips in all of us. When they say that, I'm just going to be I'm out of here. That's all Mark of the Beast stuff right there. How many spots in Finest are open? 15 spots left. It's about half filled. Here's the last box. Chris says, I will refuse a chip in me. Good. That's what you should do. There's Jackson Rutledge, numbered to 499. We'll see what else. CC Radder says, I used to follow several sports. Nowadays, strictly MLB for the most part. I'm right there with you. Time to go off the grid. That's for sure. Ellie De La Cruz, base rookie. Another Ellie right there. Can you still get an X-Factor auto? I haven't seen one yet. I think I've pulled some of those. Not tonight, but we'll see. Mark says the only chips that wind up in me are sour cream and onion ones. How many spots? How much are the spots in Finest? It's on the Patreon page. I think they're like 50-something. Mid-50s. Somewhere in there. There's a Shohei Ohtani right there. Let's hope that that's going to be a refractor. Casey says, I refuse to take one of those DNA tests. The 23andMe. I'd like to, but I pretty much know what I am. Is that just another way they track you? Chris says, if chips do become a thing, they will most likely put it in at birth and say that's how you get a social security number. I mean, if you would like tell our grandparents them like all the stuff that show them what the world was like today, they wouldn't believe it. Here we go with this next one. Last stack. We've got a red Anthony Rendon. Actually, it's a pink speckle, numbered to 350. We've got Pete Alonso. Shohei Ohtani, that right there is the refractor indeed. So that's a $40 card right there. Yeah, I know basically what I am. My dad was born in Germany, so I know that I'm at least 50% German. And then my mom was mostly like Irish, Welsh, English, that kind of stuff. C2's in the books. We've got the next round coming up. It's monster boxes. Let's bring the randomizer back out for the monsters. So this is currently the last round going tonight, unless Finest catches fire and people start buying some spots in Finest. So it's 10 monster boxes. Lots and lots of X-Factor parallels coming your way. It is a sold-out round. Here's all the names right here. I'm going to take all these names. I'm going to copy them. And I'm going to put them in right here. We're going to mix them all up and see who everybody gets. And then we'll see if Finest gets going. 30 items here. 30 names. Chris is part British and part Indian. Nice. Do you like Indian food? I gotta say, I don't think I've ever had Indian food. My girlfriend Sophia is Somalian. And I'm very disappointed that she has not yet cooked me an actual authentic Somalian dish. Can't wait to actually try that. So C8, here we go. Here's your teams. We've got Colin has the Arizona Diamondbacks. Michael has the Atlanta Braves. Baltimore Orioles go to Dan Schultz. Krish has Boston. Saul has the Cubs. Clinton has the Reds. Timothy Woods has the Cleveland Guardians. Dennis O has Colorado Rockies. Jan has the White Sox. Elijah has Detroit. The Whiska Life has Houston. Clinton has Kansas City and the Angels. Krish has the Dodgers. Ryan has Miami. Krish also has Milwaukee. Brett has the Twins. Michael has the Mets and Yankees. Joffrey has the Oakland A's. The Whiska Life has the Phillies. Eric Schultz with the Buccos. Krish has the San Diego Padres. Michael has Seattle. Bob Dorsch has San Francisco. A.J. Cherney has St. Louis. Austin has Tampa Bay. Timothy has Texas. Bob has Toronto. And Jared Harris has Washington. Yep, that's right. He also, and it has traits of Indian food. Yeah, I guess it has a lot of like spices and stuff. She says it's really tough to get like the ingredients. So that's why she's like, I'd have to drive the whole way in past Pittsburgh to find a store that actually has the ingredients. And that's why. But we got the monster boxes now. There's your teams. Let's do it. currently the last round of the night, unless other folks want to hop in. 10 monster boxes. This is round C8. Here we go, round C8. We'll be breaking more of these tomorrow on Whatnot. Let's go ahead and do it. Mark says Ethiopian food is pretty popular. I don't think I remember there being any in Pittsburgh, though. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's any restaurants. She has been talking about in the future opening a restaurant. Like she wants to be like an entrepreneur. And I was like, you just open a Somalian restaurant. There's none of those around here. And she's like, who's going to eat there, though? I was like, I don't know. People like Mexican food. There's not like a ton of Mexicans out this way. Maybe you can start something with Somalian food that can catch on. Here we go. Monster box number 1. Jared said, sorry, but it's a little ironic that Somalia is associated with pirates and you're a pirate fan. I know, really. I do not support those kind of pirates, though. Let's see what we've got. There's Juan Soto X-Fractor. Alex Kirilloff. We've got a light board refractor right there. Xander Bogaerts. These are tough to find. Xander Bogaerts, that's only the 3rd one that we've found in Chrome in a few weeks. We pulled a Garrett Cole a few weeks ago. My daughter actually pulled a Zach Wheeler on the beach, and we missed it, but saw it later thanks to your comments. And now we've got the light board refractor Xander Bogaerts. That's a good hit. These are tough to find. They actually go for a decent amount of money. Krish with the light board refractor. We'll get it sleeved up for you. Congrats on that one. And let's see what we've got. Jared says, I'm a Pirate fan too, unfortunately. I'm right there with you. I can't believe they haven't won a game in, 10 days? There's Ellie De La Cruz. And so many of those games, I was just looking at the scores while I was on vacation, they're all like one-run games. Like, the Pirates could easily have won 7 of the last 10. All these one-run losses. It's crazy. Their season is basically over right now. I like looking at playoff odds. Ever go to like Fangraphs or type in MLB playoff odds, you can see your team and what their chances are. The Pirates actually had like a 18% chance of making the playoffs 2 weeks ago. Now it's like almost nothing. White Sox Tom says, Bogaerts has been another disappointment. Here's monster box number 2 of the 10. Mark says, darn, I thought the Pirates were doing good. They're 1 out of their last 10, and they're on an 8-game losing streak. So they're actually, they were doing good. They were in the wild card hunt, but now their season's pretty much over, which the only good thing about that is chance of a better draft pick. Maybe we'll luck out in that lottery. And also the price of tickets will be a lot less now on any game that Paul Skeens is not pitching. I want to go to at least one more game. And we've got the Junior Caminero just called up. Junior Caminero photo variation right there, short print. We pulled this in an orange speckle a couple weeks ago, which is an awesome pull. And this is a great pull here for the Tampa Bay Rays going to Austin Gilbert. So Austin, congratulations on the short print photo variation. In box number 2 of the Monsters, I've got Wade Meckler right there. And Evan Carter X-Fractor, he's done for the year. J-Rod. Mark says, I don't think the White Sox can even get a top 10 pick. They should, right? They're going to have the worst record. They better get like a top 3 pick. It used to be, you had the worst record in baseball, you get guaranteed number 1 overall pick, but that's changed. They put like percentages on it now. They have a chance to get the number 1 pick. They have the best chance of getting the number 1 pick, but they might not. Think like, what was it, like last year when Paul Skeens was picked number 1 overall by the Pirates? Didn't the Oakland A's have the worst record or something like that? And I think they got like the 3rd pick and picked Jacob Wilson. Still a great pick. But that lottery kind of disincentivizes losing. Because there was some teams that would just tank on purpose because they would want the number 1 overall pick. Now there's no guarantee of getting that number 1 pick by having the worst record. Trout was absolutely wasted. He's only played in 3 playoff games in his life. Can you believe that? You had Ohtani and Trout for, what, 6 years together? And 0 playoff appearances in 6 years with the 2 best players in the game at the time? That was awful. How does that happen? Who was their GM during that time? Whoever they were, they should not have that job anymore. There's Jackson Merrill X Factor. We'll get that one sleeved up. No autographs yet in 3 boxes. We did have 2 out of 10 boxes give us an auto in the first round of these. There's Forrest Wall, number to 199 for the Atlanta Braves. Next one up. Monster boxes. Raven Lunatic says, you can't get a top 10 pick back-to-back years or something like that? Really? That would be awful. Lose all those games and then not even get a top 10 pick. I don't understand how they're that bad. It's just... Usually there's players that are like what you call quad A players that can come up and just like hit 240 and maybe hit 15 home runs still. Ahmed Rosario is available. They should go sign him. Do you see Ahmed Rosario got released? He was hitting like 305 this year for the Dodgers. He got acquired by the Dodgers at the trade deadline, and they just released him. He's a 300 hitter. So you got to think that the White Sox would say, hey, come play for us. Got a job for you. We'll even, I don't know. Maybe he's just going to wait and see if there's a better landing spot for him. Talking it out of contest says, I'm on Patreon. How do I buy into these? First time on the site. Can you see the posts? If you can see the postings, and here, I'll just put the most recent post. I'll just link it for you. I think I can do that. Can I? I'm not. I don't think I have my live stream up. I'm going to have to go and find it. Usually I have like the live stream running, but I'm on a different computer right now. It's a lot slower. I'll put the link up to the Patreon page, and then if you go there and scroll down to the bottom, it has all the payment information. I'm going to add about fentanyl wreaking havoc in Pennsylvania. So as soon as that's done, I will post that link. Lots of political ads going on. I'm way behind on the whole... I used to always keep up on politics. I'm way out of the loop now. Out in Yellowstone, I have not watched any of my podcasts for like the last almost 2 weeks. So I don't know what's going on in politics, and that's probably a good thing because Sophia hates it when I'm listening to that stuff. Colton Cowles, X Fractor. Samad Taylor. But going back to school next week, so I'll have time on my lunch break and during my study hall. There's Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Merrill, and Everson Pereira. Next monster box coming up. Let's see what we can hit in here. No autos yet. There's a couple more packs. There we go. Sometimes those packs stick in there for whatever reason. Let's get these ones opened up. Finest is still about half sold out. Let me log back into PayPal and see, because after this round's over, that might be it for tonight. We'll be back there tomorrow around noon. I'm going to try to break the record. My record, which was over 9 hours doing archives in 2019. Part of that time was probably because the packs were so freaking hard to open. There's a $40 card right there with Shohei Ohtani X Fractor. You need rest for tomorrow. I'm getting up early, though, because I got to take my daughter to get her physical for basketball. And then got to cut the grass because it's like a foot high with all the rain that was around here recently, I guess. It's like a dog can't even go to the bathroom with this grass. It's the first thing I noticed. I like to keep up on the grass and make sure it's nice and short. I'm going to have all this clumps of grass all over the yard from the overgrowth. Oh well, hopefully the birds carry it away and make nests out of it. We got like 15 spots up to Finest. So if Finest doesn't go this week, we'll just push it to next week. Do you have any cats? I do not. I actually was going to get a cat. Sophia wanted to get a cat really badly. And we actually picked out a cat, called her Andrew McCatchin and everything. But somebody, I guess, got out from underneath us. We put in an adoption request for the cat and just never heard back from them. So we then, in the meantime, we looked at this investment property that's just 5 minutes away from my house. It was really, really cheap. It looked like a nice house, but it had this awful cat smell to it. The previous owners, there's the auto, Cody Funderburk to 150, Ray Wave Blue. But the previous owners, and a Showtime Blue to 150. How about that? 2 blue Ray Waves back to back in the same monster box. We'll take it. Congratulations. That blue Ray Wave is going to be worth some money. Ellie De La Cruz there as well. So that was a great box with the numbered cards. Krish likes that one. Very nice stuff right there, Krish. You got the Dodgers? You do. So you got that blue Ray Wave. Now, do you keep it or do you sell it back in the buyback program for like $100? I don't know. We'll see. Here's the next box. But anyway, with that house, the cat smell was so bad, I was like, I don't want a cat in my house ever. She's like, what about a dog? I'm like, sure. It's a hypoallergenic dog. And if you're the one that's going to be taking care of it and letting it out, because I'm going to be away at work for 10 hours a day. So, had dogs all my life, and then had to get rid of my last dog. I didn't get rid of him, just rehomed him to a nice elderly couple that could take care of him because I wasn't ever here. It was just me here, and big German Shepherd needed to be walked all the time and taken outside, and with me leaving at 5:30 a.m. and getting back at 4 p.m., that was just too long every day to be by himself. There's Wyatt Langford. Dogs can be hard to take care of sometimes. That's right, Chris. Depending on the dog. Right now we're battling with the whole potty training thing with the puppy. Jason Dominguez right there. My mom has watched our dog for the last 9 days while we were away. Dogs are more hard to take care of than cats. That's true. Cats at least will just go do their business in their litter box for the most part. As soon as I'm done with this break, I'll take the dog outside, then head to bed. Get ready for a big day tomorrow. Did she fall in love with the dog? She did. Nathan says, saw you at Yellowstone. I live an hour from West Yellowstone. That's where we were. We were right by the West Yellowstone gate. Yellowstone is my favorite place in the world. Hope you had a great time. It was awesome there, Nathan. We stayed in Island Park, Idaho, which is, our cabin was 15 minutes away from West Yellowstone. Nice little town there, too, West Yellowstone. We bought our souvenirs there. We got pizza from, I think, Pete's Pizza, I think was the name of it. There's the Yamamoto X-Fractor. Nice little town. West Yellowstone. Probably only exists because of Yellowstone Park. Just gas stations and a couple restaurants, 2 grocery stores. Not much else. Some hotels there. There's Evan Carter Ray Wave. And we've got 2 boxes left tonight. Nathan says, I got mountain trips near Island Park. I wish I would have known. Would have been cool to get a mountain guide, mountain trip guide. Alrighty, next to last box. Then we'll do Finest next week because it is not quite sold out yet. We'll be breaking Finest tomorrow on Whatnot for sure. I got a bunch of Finest, actually. I got 4 cases here that my mom picked up for me and while I was gone. And then I've got 3 more cases sitting at the UPS store that I got to go pick up. So I think I got 7 cases of Finest. Here's a green. It's Jose Altuve, numbered to 99. Juan Soto, X-Fractor, Tatis. We got one final box. Let's see if we can walk this one off with a good final hit here on this Team Break Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for the last about 2 hours. Got a lot of chrome broken. And let's get one more big hit to go out with here. Best hit of the night. Probably the Shohei Ohtani red out of 5. Chris says, last month I got a 2023 Heritage High number from the Whatnot giveaway and pulled a Natalie Relic. Not bad. We'll be giving away a whole bunch more packs tomorrow on Whatnot. Hope you can all join us for that. Every 5 minutes is the goal. Give away free packs and a free hobby box of Chrome to be given away as well. That one will be a buyer appreciation. You got to buy something at some point during the live stream. We've got AJ Smith Shawver to 275 as the numbered card. Let's see if we can get an autograph. Lots and lots of X-Fractors in these monster boxes. There's Aaron Judge, Summertime in the Park. And the final card is Cody Bellinger. So there you have it. That's a whole case of monster boxes. 20 boxes altogether we opened up tonight. We also did some hobbies and blasters. A lot of chrome covered tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this break. It was good to get back and open some cards with you guys. I hope everybody's had a very pleasant Tuesday. And we will see you tomorrow for the big 10K. We hit 10,000 subscribers in the past few days on Whatnot. And to celebrate, we're going to try to go 10 hours for 10K. A 10-hour live stream. I'm going to try to start at noon and go till 10 p.m. Eastern time and give away a free pack every 5 minutes. So I'll get all ready for that. I'll get all set up, get all the packs ready to go. And I hope you can join us. We'll have the little wheel spinning around. We'll be breaking chrome. We'll be breaking a lot of finest. I've got cases of museum collection. I've got cases of all the Donruss. If Sophia allows me, I'll break those mega boxes of Donruss. She hates sorting those, but maybe she'll let me break some of the mega boxes with 2 hits per box. And check us out tomorrow on Whatnot, starting around noon Eastern time. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.